Welcome back to the channel, another segment of online arbitrage. This is where I buy and order online in order to flip it back online in my two eBay stores. My name is Brian Kingsbury. I'm a full-time reseller. I've got two eBay stores, like I said, a big one with over 4,000 items and another one with over 2,000, or actually just short of 2,000 items now. That's where I list a lot of this stuff into my stores, flip it back for profit, and that's what we're going to get into today. I've got a nice one. Let me show you. So I was just talking about this box on my daily vlog video. I do a daily vlog, a day in the life of a reseller vlog. This box was kind of cool. It has all these, it says, what does it say? We are nuts all over it. These little graphics all over it. Coming from, where did this come from? It looks like this one came from Kearney, Montana. Kearney, Montana. Not familiar with that city, but that's where it's coming from. We're going to get into this box. I'm going to show you what it was. But first, let's take a look at the original listing, see what caught my eye. So here it is. It was just a men's clothing lot. It says men's clothing lot bundle used, large, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, vintage t-shirts, shorts, shoes. So a little bit of everything in this, and it was at auction. It sold one bid, $15. I was the one that won it for $15 plus $40 shipping. Shipping was a bit much, but I think it was worth it. If you look through these, it had those 3 cups in there as well. Some Starbucks cups. Those can be worth some money. There's a nice pair of Adidas shoes and a pair of jeans, and a couple pair of shorts, a Nike, some athletic t-shirts. Some looks like racing t-shirts, Nike and Under Armour t-shirts, so all the good brand names. Dangleworks, Just Wiggle It, so kind of a funny t-shirt, looks like fishing t-shirts. And there's that box, so we know we got the right one, that We Are Nuts box. So looks like a Nebraska Huskers t-shirt in there. Well, you're seeing exactly what we'll be digging into here in a second. So let's check it out. Like I said, we paid $15 plus $40 shipping, $59.73, $59.73 all in with taxes and everything. So let's get into this box and see what we got. Alright, we got this thing open. It looks like they packed it to the brim. This thing is completely full. I see that sweater on top there. I think we're going to just pull all this out, lay it out here on the table, and then give you guys a look at it one-on-one. It'd probably be the best way to do it. So I'm going to do that now. Let's maybe I'll dump it out on the floor and then give you guys a look at it on the table. That'll probably be easiest. Alright, let's get into this. There's that sweater. T-shirts. Look at all this stuff we got. Here's one of those cups. T-shirts, more t-shirts, shoes, alright, it's a big mountain of clothing. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. I think what we might want to do is just pull it out into the photo station outside. I'll lay some of this out and give you guys a better look at it. So I've got the 3 cups here on the table and the size 12.5 pair of Adidas shoes. So a nice pair of black Adidas shoes probably would pay for the entire unit if I price them correctly. Size 12.5. The larger size shoes are often in high demand, so this is a nice pair, nice clean pair. Let me show you. Here you see it, kind of a basic style. I have to check the model number and whatnot and see what they're going for online, but not a cheap pair of shoes. Nice pair of Adidas, pre-owned, but they have decent wear, decent tread on the bottom still. A lot of wear left in them, I would say. They filled it with paper and toes, so they're looking good, ready for resale. Get those back online. Here's those cups. This one is a Starbucks cup. Sometimes these fancy Starbucks cups can sell upwards of $20 sometimes if you get the right ones. This one is kind of a polka dot theme. And then we have 2 others. This is kind of a cylinder one, silver in color. It has the price tag on the bottom. Let's see, what does it say? $13.97. Has the SKU number on there still, so apparently maybe this was never used, rather. And that's a Starbucks branded cup as well. And then this one is kind of yellow and pink. Let's see what it says. $19.95 US. I'm not seeing if it's Starbucks or not, but yeah, I think it does say Starbucks as well. Yeah, it's got the little Starbucks logo on there. So 3 Starbucks cups right there. Those are probably, even if they're $10 a piece, there's $30. Alright, we're out here in the photo station now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I'm going to photograph this stuff, give you guys a look at it, record this video, but also get the photos taken of the items as I show them to you. So I'll grab my other camera, snap a few photos as I do this, show it all to you, and then in the end we'll kind of go over the numbers and see how much you think I think we will probably make off of this lot. Alright, I got it all separated here. I got it all separated into little groups here. It looks like there's 19 short sleeve t-shirts, so the bulk of this is short sleeve tees, kind of graphic t-shirts, but there are some nice brand names in them. I've got them set out here ready to be photographed. Let me show you. There they all are, 19 t-shirts stacked up ready for photos. This long sleeve Huskers t-shirt, the sweater there, that nice winter sweater, a pair of kind of skinny jeans, and then 2 pair of shorts, one kind of dressy and one athletic pair. But let's get into these t-shirts. So like I said, I'm going to take photos of it. I'm going to give you kind of a quick look at them as I lay them out here and go over each one with you. I want to thank you for being patient with me as we go through this lot. Again, it was a $59 lot, hoping to make some decent profit off this one. So so far we got those shoes in there, we got those Starbucks mugs, so that's a good start. But let's take a look at some of these t-shirts. Alright, just thinking about it math-wise, if we have 19 t-shirts at $10 a pop, that's $190. And we paid $59 for this this entire lot. That's without the shoes, without the sweater and the long sleeve short or long sleeve shirt, the shorts and the jeans and the shoes and the all the other stuff. But just the t-shirts alone would be $190, and we'd be sitting in that profit pretty quickly once that stuff starts selling. Of course, in order for stuff to sell, there has to be a demand for the item, right? So let's take a look at some of these t-shirts and see if you guys think there's a demand for them. Here's the first one here. First one here is a basic Hanes Perfect tee. It's a Michelob Ultra tee on the Hanes label there. So there it is, a Hanes size large on the Perfect tee. Looks to be 100% cotton. It does appear to be a little bit of a longer shirt, so it might be even a tall, but they just list it as a large, so a Michelob Ultra to start out. Up next we got a Jordan Anderson car racing t-shirt. Let me show you. It is a black t-shirt with a front graphic. There's also a graphic on the back. Let me flip this over and give you guys a look at that back side. Jordan Anderson Racing, number 88 car. I know that this stuff is popular. So I don't have a lot of knowledge on car racing. I'm not familiar with that driver, but I know a lot of those shirts do sell for decent money. I'll have to do some research and see if that's a well-known driver and if it's getting any demand for that one. Up next we have a Comfort Colors fishing t-shirt. Let me give you guys a look. Here it is. It kind of has a little front graphic here. Angler's Pro Shop. Comfort Colors, extra large. This is a larger one. This one does have a pretty cool graphic on the back as well. A lot of these are fishing t-shirts. There were a few of them in the lot, so let me show you. So just a reminder, this lot did come from Montana, so kind of a guy's guy, fishing and car racing, some athletic wear and whatnot. Let me show you this graphic on the back here. As you can see, it says Angler's Pro Shop as well. Chapman Creek with kind of that skeleton fish graphic, the same one that was on the front. Pretty cool little graphic. Alright, up next we have another car racing t-shirt. This is Ryan Timms? Ryan Timms. Let me give you guys a look. It's on the Gildan tag. This is a size large gray t-shirt. Here it is, kind of a large dark gray t-shirt. Ryan Timms, the number 5 car, it looks like. Here's a look at that back graphic. Now this one isn't a NASCAR. This is that other kind of car racing. I'm not familiar with what it's called, but you guys let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Hampel is the car name. Has some sponsorship on there. Ryan Timms, drivewfx.com. So we're going to continue with these car racing tees. This next one is kind of a tie-dye design of blue and white. Let me show you. Here's a look at it. It's Justin Peck, the number 13. Kind of has those palm trees. Nice orange design, orange and purple, I would say. So the only thing I'm a little worried about is that these might be local Montana drivers. Less of a demand for those types of shirts as they would be for NASCAR drivers that are well known. But there are cool graphics on the back of these, even if the demand is low. Let me show you this. There it is. Look at the back of that. Look at how big that graphic is on there. It takes up the whole back. Justin Peck, the number 13 car. Coastal Race Parts, it looks like it says on there. So this next one is kind of just a basic tee, but it is an NFL branded t-shirt, just a black t-shirt. What you guys can't tell from this video is that it is all freshly laundered. It smells like laundry detergent. Not overly powerful, but it does smell fresh and clean, so I'm not worried about having to launder these. Just going to list them up as they came. So appreciate that when an order can come smelling fresh from the seller rather. Here's a look at it. Like I said, NFL team apparel. This is a new era. Has that NFL logo on the front there, and this is a size large. So that was just a basic solid black backing on that one. No graphic on the back of that one, so we'll skip the showing of that one. But let's continue on. What you guys might want to think about is which one of these is your favorite. Put that in the comments section. I'd be interested to find out which one you guys think is the nicest tee out of this batch. Like I said, 19 t-shirts here total. I want to thank you for being patient as we go through these. So far we got some good ones, some nice car racing tee, a fishing t-shirt, and a couple athletic tees. Let's continue on. Alright, this next one you might recognize. It's a basic Under Armour athletic t-shirt. Nice graphic on the front. We were saying $10 for these shirts. I think an Under Armour shirt we might be able to ask a little bit more for. Maybe like $14.97. I think it would be a good starting point. Let me show you this one. It is a size medium, so maybe not as much demand for a size medium, but a nice shirt nonetheless. Here's a look at it. Under Armour still is in pretty good sell-through rate online. People still buy those pretty regularly, so I sell quite a few of them. As you can see, this is the loose fit heat gear. So they come in all different types, but the heat gear is usually one of the more popular types. And as you can see, it has a logo there on the back neck, so this is the real deal. It's not a knockoff. So while that Under Armour we might be able to ask a bit more for, this next one we might not be able to get $10 for. It's just a basic Rise and Grind t-shirt. Looks like it's some sort of coffee business or something, I would guess. Maybe they worked at a coffee stand or something. That's my guess. It's on a Tooltex, I think, label. So a nice t-shirt nonetheless, but let's take a look at it. It says Rise and Grind, which is a cool kind of saying. Obviously, someone might buy it just for the saying, but it says 7 Brew Coffee on the front. So that might be a Montana coffee shop or something is my guess. And here's that label, the Tooltex. Tooltex, size large. So nice, probably a cotton poly blend, it looks like. Yeah, 50-50 cotton poly blend. So if we can ask a little bit more for that Under Armour, we can probably ask a little bit more for this next one as well. We got a nice blue Nike t-shirt here. Let me show you. There it is, solid navy blue with the red and white lettering. The athletic department from Beaverton, Oregon, USA, Nike. Set up there in old Beaverton, Oregon. Team Nike logo here. So a nice looking size large. Good looking shirt. Let's get it photographed. So we made it through 9 shirts. We got 10 more to go. I want to thank you guys for watching this far. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I do these online arbitrage videos quite often. Buy stuff online and resell it on in my eBay stores. This is going to be a good lot. I think we're going to make a decent amount of money just based on these t-shirts alone. We're looking at over $190 worth of t-shirts. And again, we only paid $59 for the entire lot with shipping. So quite a bargain, and we still had those shoes and those Starbucks mugs. So I'm feeling pretty good about the possibilities of this one. Let's take a look and see what other t-shirts we have in this lot. Alright, we've had fishing t-shirts, we've had car racing t-shirts. Now we got a baseball t-shirt. Let me show you this one. This one is an extra large Gear for Sports Kansas City Royals baseball t-shirt. Has the graphic there with the Kansas City Royals. The little crown there, and here's the Gear for Sports, kind of a popular athletic brand, extra large. No graphic on the back, just the front graphic. Alright, the baseball theme continues. We got another Kansas City Royals t-shirt here. This one's from the All-Star game, I think. Let me show you. It's on a Majestic tag, so that's the brand of the shirt. Here's a look at it. Actually, this is from the All-Star game, when they had the All-Star game there in Kansas City. Midsummer Classic, July of 2012. So it's been around. It's been worn a little bit, but still in good shape. Good looking t-shirt. Alright, we had the dark blue. Now we got the light blue. We got another Kansas City Royals t-shirt. Let me show you. It is Kansas City on the front. Says Royals, foxsports.net on the sleeve there. This is a nicer Delta Pro weight label. So well-known brand, quality t-shirts. So this next t-shirt appears to be a wrestling t-shirt that says WWF, I think, World Wrestling Federation. So it says hit hard, hit often, hit hard, hit often. Yeah, so I'm not sure whose theme that was, or whose logo or mantra that was, but we'll have to look it up and find out who said that. Hit hard, hit often. Let me give you a look. Here's a look at it. It has kind of that spider with a fist on there. Hit hard, hit often. It has that authentic WW wear graphic, a little patch there on the hip. Alright, I flipped it over and the mystery was solved. All you wrestling fans were probably yelling at me and telling me this anyway, but let me show you. On the back it says, believe that. It says Roman Reigns. Obviously the famous wrestler Roman Reigns, a pretty well-known name in the industry. So now we know, we'll put Roman Reigns as a keyword. So hit hard, hit often, believe that, Roman Reigns. So a good thing about doing these lots is sometimes you introduce yourself into some new areas into eBay that you might not know about. You know, I've sold some action figures, some wrestling action figures. They're quite popular. And there is a huge demand for wrestling stuff online. A lot of people don't realize that. I mean, there's a reason they sell out all those stadiums and sell out shows all across the nation, because it's popular. And people want t-shirts, they want action figures, they want that stuff. So there's arbitrage to be made, there's profits there to be gathered. So I think we put that online. We're not going to list it for 10. We'll probably list that one for 15, since there is that built-in audience. So speaking about that built-in audience, this next one has a couple of things going for it as well. It has that Kansas City Royals. It's another Kansas City Royals t-shirt. So those who searching for Royals will find this one, but it's also a Nike t-shirt. So those searching for Nike, you put both those keywords in the listing and you get twice as many eyes on it. So the demand for this one will be a little bit greater than those other labels. Here's a look at it. Nice, clean Royals baseball. KC has the Major League logo on the front as well. Nike Dry Fit, the swoosh, Nike baseball, it says there. Here we have the authentic Dry Fit Nike logo to let you know it's the real deal here. It even has the MLB logo on the back neck there. So when pricing items like that, you got to kind of think about what it sells for brand new. I mean, that t-shirt probably sells for maybe $30 at least brand new. In the team shop, you go to the team shop and you buy it, you might pay even more if you're going to the baseball game. The team shop in the stadium down there, you'll pay big bucks for a t-shirt like that. But you know, once you get into the other areas, you know, you buy it at Fred Meyer or something, it's probably $30 t-shirt. You buy it at the thrift, you pay probably $10. But the online price, I think, is probably around $15 for a t-shirt like that. So you got to kind of know your markets and know how much it sells for in each of those before you price an item, so you don't miss out on some of those profits. Alright, we got 5 more t-shirts. I think we're going to get through these t-shirts, then I'll give you a look at the sweater and maybe the pants, and then we'll call it good and end to this video. But this one's been a little bit reseller heavy. Hopefully you guys enjoy this content. If you like this sort of thing, I do a daily vlog. It's called A Day in the Life of a Reseller vlog. My name is Brian Kingsbury. You can search Brian Kingsbury to find my YouTube channel, or just hit that subscription button when you're done watching here and ring that notification bell. Then you'll be notified each time a new video drops. I like to drop the day in the life of a resellers in the morning, and then list a couple more pieces of content throughout the day as time allows. But we got a lot of fun stuff going up to the channel, so I hope that you guys will consider subscribing. The channel is growing quite fast, so I'm really happy with how things are taking off. Let's get into these last 5 t-shirts and see what we got. This next one is a 5 branded t-shirt. It says 5 and it has a little hashtag logo on the front. So kind of a cool graphic on the front of this one. Not a specialty, definitely not as desirable as the last few ones. So when I looked at this lot initially, this next item was one that definitely caught my eye. Initially it was that sweater, that vintage winter sweater that caught my eye. I knew that was worth some money, and that kind of made me initially want to bid. But then I saw this one. I saw the orange and the black. Anybody who knows flipping through thrift store racks, you see that orange and black, you think Harley Davidson, right? So I looked at this one. I said, is that a real Harley Davidson t-shirt? If it is, we're in the money, right? We're in the profits, because Harley always sells well online. Luckily, I see it here. It is the real deal, the Harley tag and everything. So let me give you guys a look at this one. Here's a look at it. It has a nice eagle graphic on the front. Harley Davidson original motorcycles, it says there. That cool eagle graphic. This one kind of squinting. He's landed on the Davidson there. Make sure it's the real deal. You often have to check the labels here, and if you don't see this Harley Davidson Cycles label, then you know it's a knockoff, but this one is the real thing. Let's see, this one is a 2XL, so that makes it worth even more money. So I'm not sure what to price this. Maybe $24.99 is what I'm thinking. These are worth quite a bit of money. So since Harley has done years of advertising for you and you have that demand built into the product, you don't really have to question yourself with the pricing. You just price it up at the high end of the market. You know the demand is there, so eventually it will sell. I never price Harley stuff too low because it'll always sell for the high end of the market. Those people messing around with the low end of the market and want quick flips, let them do their thing down there at the low end of the market. I like to wait for the higher priced items to sell. Again, $24.99 is probably a little bit much for this t-shirt. It is at the high end of the market, but we will accept offers on it and price it high and wait for the right buyer to come along. That's kind of how I deal with the Harley stuff. This one is even a little bit nicer than the average Harley t-shirt because it has a graphic on the back as well. As you can see here, this is Dillon Brothers Harley Davidson from Omaha, Fremont, Nebraska. So this one is, that's the branch that this one came from. So a lot of collectors, these motorcyclists, they like to go from state to state and collect all these t-shirts. If they miss a Harley, they miss buying a t-shirt at one of these spots, they might pick it up online. So oftentimes, even if they're not from Nebraska, but they drove through Nebraska and they didn't get the t-shirt, sometimes they'll want to get it online and add it to their collection. So this next one, we got another Nike t-shirt. It has a Rose Bowl on it. If you think Rose Bowl, you automatically think college football, right? This one is from 2003. But this one is not apparently a college football t-shirt. It's a rugby t-shirt. So apparently rugby has some sort of Rose Bowl as well, maybe. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. I don't know a lot about rugby. I have photographed some rugby in the past. It is a rough sport, I know that much. Been out there on the sidelines photographing it. You realize that real quick. Without those protective helmets, it's a lot different than football. They wear a little leather helmet, some of them, but it gets pretty rough out there, I must say. I've been on the sidelines and seen some concussions happening up close, and it's a tough sport for sure. Here's a look at the front of it. As you can see, it has the Rose Bowl or Rose on the front there. It says World Champions 2003, has that Nike logo, extra large size. Let's take a look at the back. Let's look at that back logo I was telling you about. It says rugby there, England maybe, with the rose. 2003, the World Champions. So there it is, a nice red rugby Nike t-shirt. So we had that fishing t-shirt earlier. We have another one here. This one is a little bit better. It is Columbia Professional Fishing Gear, PFG, a popular brand for fishermen. This one has a little bit something extra. It has a kind of a patriotic flag made of fish logo. Let me show you. So I've seen these online. They typically promote them during the patriotic holidays and whatnot, trying to sell a little bit of these t-shirts while people are out fishing. Has the fish there in the shape of an American flag. Again, it says PFG, Columbia PFG on the sleeve here. You can see that there. And it is an extra large Columbia Sportswear company. Nice looking tee. Doesn't look like it was even worn. Alright, we've made it to almost the end here. We're down to our last t-shirt of 19 t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts as part of this lot, this $59 lot. We were talking about maybe $10 a t-shirt, $190, I think, based on what we've seen in this lot. Some of those could sell for a little bit more, those Kansas City t-shirts, the Nike t-shirts, that Harley Davidson t-shirts. None of them are really under $10 that I've seen. Maybe that coffee one we might price a little bit lower. But all of them are worthy of that $10 price point, I think, and some of them are definitely more. So we're definitely in over $200 worth of t-shirts here alone, and we still have that nice winter sweater and Nebraska Cornhuskers mock turtleneck here that I'll show you in a second. But let's get into this last t-shirt, and then I'll give you a look at the rest of the lot, and we'll call an end to this video. I know it's kind of been a long one getting through this lot, but there was a lot of stuff. You got quite a bit for this $59 here. So this last t-shirt is a little play on the DreamWorks logo, you know, the production company that makes all the movies and whatnot. It's the same similar type of logo, but they made a fishing t-shirt. Let me show you.
The label, the brand on this one is To Go Fishing, and they called this Dangle Worms Just Wiggle It. Dangle Worms Just Wiggle It. That's the kind of similar to the DreamWorks logo with the moon there and the kid fishing out of there with the... They have a fish jumping out there trying to get that lure there. So I don't know if this is a well-known fishing brand, To Go Fishing, but if it is, we took pictures of the logos here, both on the hip and the back of the neck.
So I showed you guys that pair of skinny jeans and the two shorts earlier in this video, but I think we'll show you the last two here. The Huskers t-shirt and that vintage sweater that might be worth a decent amount of money. That was the first thing initially caught my eye. Probably the nicest piece worth the most money in this lot. Well, that Harley Davidson t-shirt, oh, and those shoes, those Adidas shoes would probably be the most money, but some good looking items in this lot. I'm pretty happy with it.
Second look at those skinny jeans, a pair of dress shorts, and those Nike dry fit shorts. We'll do those a different day.
So this next item is also a nice one, a Nebraska Cornhuskers mock turtleneck t-shirt. When you see something like this, you know, Nebraska or Alabama, those states with such rabid fans that fill stadiums of 50,000 or more people, you got to think about the demand for that type of merchandise, you know. When there's that amount of people going to a stadium and filling a stadium, and there's however many games in a season, you know, that's... multiply that and you got that amount of fans, and that's just those who make it to the game and need something to wear to the game. You know, you see that sea of red there at all those stadiums, and they got to get it somewhere. A lot of times they're going online, they're buying that stuff on eBay. So to have some Nebraska stuff, some Alabama stuff, even some Florida, you know, some of those big schools that fill these stadiums every year. Even here in Washington, the Washington Huskies gear moves pretty well when they have a season like they did this year. You can count on selling a few t-shirts, a few jerseys every year. So to have that stuff in your store is nice. And we got one here. Let me show it to you.
Here it is. This is just not an ordinary Nebraska Cornhuskers mock turtleneck t-shirt. This is kind of the embroidered logo, and this is on the starter tag. So people searching for starter, this is an extra large starter. It has the embroidered Nebraska logo there, so nice quality piece.
So a piece like this is not made out of cheap fabric, you know. Not starter. They buy some good fabrics, and it's like nice thick cotton. You're not gonna get something cheap that will rip or whatever. The seams won't bust out of this one. This one's been around for a while and has definitely some more wear in it left. It has a little bit of wash wear, but I'd imagine it's only been worn a handful of times, probably a season or two. Let me show you the back here. It also has some nice embroidering on the neck and the sleeve. Let me show you.
Here's a look at the back here. You can see it's the real deal starter because they have that embroidering right there and on the back of the neck as well. That starter star. So look for that when you're out there at the thrifts.
Alright, I think we've made it to the last item I'm going to show you from this lot. A decent lot worth of goods here. We photographed 21 items, the 19 short sleeve t-shirts, plus that starter long sleeve, and here this nice winter sweater. This is probably a vintage sweater. I'm going to show it to you. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to price this at, but I'll probably price it high and let the right buyer come along, similar to what I did with the Harley Davidson t-shirt. Usually with this lot, so you price a couple items high and hope to get that buyer that will pay for the unit, and then the rest of the stuff that sells is pure profit. So when we're paying $59 for the entire lot, if we can get two items that you know, priced close to that $59, which we have here in this sweater and that Harley Davidson t-shirt, then anything else, pure profit. So let me show you this one.
This is a size large. Boho Man is the name of the brand, but as you can see, it's a blue, white, and red, kind of Christmassy, but has those skiers on it. Definitely, I think, is over 20 years old and would be in that vintage category. There you see the tag, Boho Man. So here's a look at the back of the sweater. As you can see, that design continues on the back, similar. Kind of almost has that little snowflake look to it with the skiers and whatnot. Perfect for Christmas, a nice Christmas sweater. Probably wouldn't consider it an ugly Christmas sweater, but you'd be comfortable wearing this one to Christmas and getting some eyes on you.
So what I typically do is take a few more photos of the items that I'm going to list for a little bit more money. Give the potential buyer an opportunity to see it in full, see all the labels, see all the details, and get a little bit more in their eyeballs, so they'll consider hitting that buy it now option and taking that one home right away for the asking price. Since you're asking a little bit more, there's a lot of competition that's priced under you. So if you have a few more photos than they do, that puts you higher in the search results, I believe. So that's kind of my strategy for getting that higher dollar amount on a few items. You don't spend a lot of time taking, I don't spend a lot of time taking over 4 photos on most of these items. 4 or 5 photos for a t-shirt is fine, but like an item like this sweater, I'll do 9 or 10 photos just to give them a little extra to look at and consider buying it at the higher price point. So that's one strategy you can think of as a reseller that will maybe get you some higher price sales. Everybody's looking to drive the average sale price up in their stores, and that's one good opportunity to do that if you have those extra photos, a little extra for them to look at.
Alright, there you see it. 21 items photographed and ready to be listed into my eBay stores.
Alright, we've made it to the end of this video. Another online arbitrage in the books. Bought this one online for $59. As you can see, we have over $300 worth of clothing right there in that stack that I just showed you. And we still have those shoes, those Starbucks cups, and a couple pair of shorts, a pair of skinny jeans. So additional money that could come in if you do the work, but right now I'm going to focus on listing this stack of clothing here. Get it up, get it listed, and hopefully we'll be in the profit in no time. If you like this type of video, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that way you can be notified each time one of these new online arbitrage videos drops. I've been doing some junk drawer lot online arbitrage, but this one I jumped back into clothing. The junk drawer lots are kind of fun. There's several of those up on my channel. If you want to check those out after this, feel free to browse away. We got over 1,000 videos up on the channel, so there's plenty for you to watch and more coming every day. Like I said earlier, I do a day in the life of a reseller vlog, so there's a new vlog coming every morning that kind of details this business. So if you want to see how much some of these items are actually going into the store for and selling for, I do show how much items sell for every day in that vlog. So follow that one. Come on back and watch a few of them. Make it a daily routine. Help me get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours so I can monetize my channel. That's the big goal in 2024. Trying to get this channel monetized so that I can do some more fun videos and kind of expand my my knowledge of reselling and take a few more chances in 2024. Maybe make a few more dollars. Who knows? And you guys can come along for the journey, see if I'm a success at it, or maybe I'll fail and learn. Who knows? The one thing we can count on is change, right? There's going to be some changes made, so feel free to leave it in the comments if you don't like something about this video. Let me know what I'll do, what I should do different. You know, I'm open to change. If you don't like something you see, let me hear about it. You know, I'm still learning in the learning process. I've only been doing this for a little bit over a year now, trying to get this channel going. So I'm no expert on it all, but I'm doing my thing, and hopefully you guys can respect that and come on back and watch a few more. Well, thank you for watching this one to the end. We made it. Let me know what you think of this lot. Was that a wise investment? 59 into over $300. I think it's a pretty decent return on my investment. I'm pretty happy with it myself, but let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment. Hit that like, hit that share button. Do it all. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.